Get in a frame, Brad.
Totally in frame. Shit. There we go.
I'm waiting for the lights to come on.
No, we're not that rich, so we don't have the clappers. Oh, thing?
You got milker.
Well, it's alright, because that's impossible to see on this webcam.
You don't know about that. You don't know. They could, like, take a frame, zoom in.
It's not like CSI. It just
Premiere
gets more
that shit.
pixelated.
Zoom
than
in,
you
it's
look
gonna
in.
be like 6
And
pixels.
it's gonna be 6 pixels of white. Okay? Okay?
Alright.
I'm just looking out for your well-being.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. It is The Drop.
Hi.
I think I was looking through the 2 that I wasn't on. You guys didn't introduce yourselves in either of them.
I mean, we're kind of already a household name now.
Just
So
put
I'm
it
Brad.
at the bottom. Just
I'm
put
Chris.
our names. The bottom, just put our
You're
names.
supposed to say.
Don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn
You're
it.
supposed to say your name. And why do you have this green dildo?
Because he's a
Creeper
creeper dildo.
Yeah.
And he hit your face. How does that make you feel?
Indifferent.
Indifferent.
Alright, so it's been a while since I've been on, personally.
Yeah.
I've missed the last 2.
But you didn't want to do those in the first place.
That's fair. Not that I don't want to do them. I just don't have enough knowledge about comic books for that one.
Or video games.
And I don't play them. So I come back every week and I'm like, yeah, I still played Minecraft a little bit ago.
We're gonna need you in Destiny soon, though. Not even to play, but to do our thing that we're talking about. So.
Yeah. So, what's been going on the past month, guys?
Ladies first, Bunny.
I'm trying to think of the most, like, exciting... October's been very boring, surprisingly. Like...
It's gone by quick.
Yeah. Like, no games really come out. No, the movies have been kind of subpar. Like, I'm not really
November
excited.
4th.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty good one.
Oh, the accountant?
Oh.
Again, like...
We'll get into that on
I haven't-
post-credits.
Yeah.
I haven't really done anything or seen anything particularly exciting. I mean, Skyrim's coming out this week, so that's exciting for me.
And the
'cause I'm-
mods are gonna go through.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for that. So that's kind of what I'm excited for in the world of everything I do. But, I mean, in the real world, yesterday I got in a car accident for the first time.
Oh, no.
So-
Oh.
Well,
Wasn't
you're alive.
What?
No
You're
bueno.
alive.
Yeah.
So it went well.
50-50 blame.
You're 50-50 blind?
50-50 blame.
Oh,
Blame.
half her blame.
Okay, I was like...
half the blame of the other person.
And it was in a parking lot, so it's not technically under police investigations. That's sweet.
Wait,
Boom.
police don't get involved if it's in a
No,
parking lot?
It's private property.
Yeah, private property, unless it's city-owned, like bus station parking lots or stuff like that.
Did
They
not
don't
know
get
that.
involved. Yeah, so like if you get
So
pulled
do your
over,
crimes in a parking lot.
Yeah.
technically if you get pulled over in a parking lot, they can't arrest you because they don't have any jurisdiction in parking lots.
Okay.
So yeah, I was backing up and someone got in my way and like they tried to just like shoot past me as I tried to back into a stall, and as I flipped my front end to go this way, it rammed into their hubcaps because they were trying to shoot by me too fast and it was a narrow space. So it was considered 50-50 blame.
By the way,
Oh.
just so you know,
Yeah.
it's the ambiance.
Oh,
It's
right.
dark
Spooky.
because it's going for the Halloween.
We're spooky.
It's,
Trying to be scary.
it's a gradient going this way though.
We'll get into some Halloween stuff a bit.
But I just wanted to put that up.
Right, yeah.
What are you guys doing for Halloween?
The actual day?
No.
Nothing, it's Monday.
Yeah.
Friday.
We're probably going to watch Halloween.
The Friday, right?
Yeah, but
The Friday.
This Friday.
The weekend.
What
of
is
Halloween.
normally in my crew back in the desert,
Okay.
we do the thing on Saturdays. Like, so Fridays, we don't ever do anything. Like, we might some of us might hang out at each other's places, but we don't actually go out and do anything. Friday nights are kind of like a pre-recovery night.
Pre-recovery,
And that's
so you take it
recovery
easy.
from the week.
Oh.
From like Monday, all the work and all that, so they just want to chill, you know.
Because you know
Few
you're gonna go
cervezas.
hard on
And then
Saturday.
you're gonna go hard on that Saturday night, and I mean we go so hard that we go past the time we do after hours, and then after hours could lead up all the way till sunrise. So that's why then post recovery is even much more important, because that Sunday, if you work that Sunday,
You're
oh
screwed. Yeah.
man, yeah. So that's why I was like, usually for what I'm used to, it's Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
But our group, we're doing the 1747 Film Horror Fest / Alex's birthday party on Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday. Is it this Friday or next
This
Friday?
Friday.
You know what's great is I was never told about that.
Wait, we talked
Yeah,
about
we
it
already
last
talked
drop.
about
No.
it. Yeah.
I wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
No.
You were here on the last
you were
drop.
there.
No.
The
Yeah.
last drop?
Yeah.
No, because it was just the three.
We've
I was like,
talked
just the
about
three
it.
of you.
We've talked about it every podcast.
Have we?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been.
It's been brought up.
It wasn't talked about the last two
Mhm.
because I wasn't in the last two, but I was in the last one. It wasn't talked about. Alex said it was almost his birthday. He didn't say anything about
I'm
party.
pretty sure you were told to be told about it, so.
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
great. You're like an executive boss that doesn't do it. Oh, tell that person about it. I
Yeah.
don't care what about it.
I'm the one. As long as I said, "Hey, you tell her," and then
He's like a sassy older brother. Isn't he?
I'm in the clear. I'm clean.
I mean, we don't even have a time yet.
Yeah, we just have.
Well,
what
does
the-
Alex work?
No,
No.
we got the day off.
Okay,
It's
that's
because
good.
it's his birthday, but I mean, we got the list of movies, right?
We have the list of movies.
And it's supposed to be a / pseudo costume party.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
I just want to be Pikachu.
Pikachu.
I'm just gonna buy a Pikachu
Oh,
hat.
Okay.
Go to. I have a Pikachu hat if you want it. But
Just give it to me.
okay, fuck, it's got Pokeballs right here.
That's fine, Pokeballs.
You
um,
gotta go to Billy Village and pick up some yellow jeans or something.
No.
so if you go to,
No.
I
It's
believe
just gonna
it's
be very
called
simple to have.
Box Lunch or Hot Topic in the mall have a full length.
I think even Alex might have a Pikachu hat.
Yeah.
I think he
Well, it
does.
is Loot Crate, yeah, so
Yeah.
probably.
I'm just gonna wear that.
But yeah, there's a
Pikachu.
full length Pikachu costume.
I'm not wearing
My costume's gonna kick
Why
your
not?
costume's ass.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't know if I'm gonna
I mean,
be. I usually get recommendations from people, and then I'll usually do that. Because last year people were like, "Oh, you should be the zombie version of Columbia from the Rocky Horror Picture Show,"
Columbia.
and I was like, "All right then," and so I did that because I had red hair at the time. So.
I don't know. Like, I enjoy Halloween
Uh-huh.
well enough, but it's not one of my favorite holidays.
What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm a Christmas guy. But I mean, I've actually a lot of people in my life, Halloween is their holiday. It's really strange.
It's pretty close for me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've had some girlfriends. I've had some of my best friends are actually Halloween fanatics. So I'm used to it being like having to be celebrated, even though I'm just like, all right. You know, my dad's birthday is, you know, in October, so it's kind of he likes Halloween kind
Is it not a big costume guy?
of. Back when I was like younger. I mean, I dressed up as Bruce Lee in the yellow. That costume cost me $300.
Okay.
Um,
Seems pretty simplistic for 300.
Dude, the suit, it's that whole yellow suit. You can't, it's not that
I
easy.
guess
And,
so,
and the fit, because if you get one that's like, granted, the Green Power Ranger, think about that. So I got one that was fit for me. Like, I could still wear that right now. That thing fits me.
Well,
But,
there you go, dude. There's
no,
your costume.
I don't want to do that.
Put on a blonde wig, you'd be Uma Thurman.
No, no,
We have a blonde wig, dude.
no. I dressed up as a breathalyzer.
You did?
Okay.
Oh, is that the one that's got
I
the
get it.
yeah?
Right there.
It's like a yeah.
Oh, the big and one of the most recent ones, a couple years back, I did the full outfit of PSY. And there are pictures out there
Oh, yeah.
online. You can find them of
Just
me.
you just gotta search
I've got
it.
that. I had that posed down.
Oh man.
Damn.
But yeah, that was probably my last big one was being PSY for Halloween.
Yeah, my last big one's also. There's also images out there as me back in senior year when I did Frankenfurter.
Oh,
Oh,
Frankenfurter.
I
huh?
remember
Yeah.
those pictures. Those are the
Oh,
best.
Those are out there.
I think I actually seen one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
rocked it.
best.
Mm.
Works because you're tall too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of compliments on my legs.
Oh.
I
Because you're all
I went
legs.
to a laser tag overnighter the next night.
Oh.
Won first place in the costume contest.
Oh, you wore that there too.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Oh God. Huh? Ooh.
What was the first costume you guys remember being?
Godzilla.
You were? You
Yep.
were one of those cute little babies walking around as Godzilla.
Yep, I had the whole thing.
It's
and,
adorable.
I kind of remember my child costumes. I was Godzilla once. I was a ninja another time.
I feel like every little boy's a ninja at least once.
I think never a pirate.
Really?
Never pirates aren't really that big a thing.
I was a pirate one time.
It's because Arizona's landlocked.
This is what you do remember. I grew up in Los Angeles.
No,
I was a Los Angelino or whatever you want to call them.
Los Angelino.
Till I was 12.
Well, those years were boring.
Yeah, I mean those aren't your more developmental
But those
years.
would be the years you'd be a pirate. So
Yeah, so that's but no pirate.
What about superheroes?
Nope, they weren't that big back then. Yeah, a ninja, a dinosaur. I mean Godzilla. What else? I don't even. Yeah, see. Yeah, I think I always wanted to just be dinosaur or Godzilla every time.
Yeah.
This was big. I was a big dino nerd back when I was a little kid. So. What was yours?
I remember. I don't remember. But my first Halloween, I was dressed as a clown.
Like a scary clown or like a cutie clown?
Like
just an actual clown.
The circles on the
cheeks. Oh,
cheeks.
you were
and
cute.
That's still creepy though.
I was a cute kid. Let's see. I was an M&M. I was a red M&M one year.
Did you have the like big?
Oh yeah. I had the gloves for a couple years after that because I just like used.
They're like Mickey Mouse gloves. You could repurpose them.
Let's see. I was Michael Myers 2 years. Because we got a Michael Myers mask and we weren't gonna let it go to waste. I think I took a year off, and that Halloween my dad was Michael Myers with a KFC chicken bucket on his head.
Why?
My dad's cool.
He wanted to put his own flavor to it.
Yeah. Was Darth Maul one year. Probably that year. The year of Phantom Menace.
I did dress up as a Jedi.
Yeah?
Yeah, as a kid.
Yeah.
That's one.
No, I was only Sith.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, because I also was Darth Vader one
It was
year.
really easy for me. I just get bathrobes.
No,
Brown bathrobes, yep.
I could be a Jedi.
Yeah. See?
I am going to use that robe for my costume, though.
Oh, I did dress up as a dude for one Halloween.
The dude?
Yeah, but I was older. I was older, though. I was like, this is easy, dude. You just get the
robe? Yeah.
I had to get the wig, though. I did get an actual dude wig.
That was the one
Came with the
thing.
goatee.
My hair was
Came with the
I kinda
fake goatee.
I kind of had it.
Did you?
Yeah. But.
So yeah, I did dress up as a dude, but it didn't look right because I'm dark.
Yeah, I don't know.
With a blonde wig and a blonde goatee.
He's real tan.
Yeah.
What made mine work was the fact that Brennan was Walter, so we were next to each other,
when you got a duo, it's gonna work better.
Except for the fact that Brennan went to work that night and I was the one giving out candy, so it was just the guy.
There's just some dude in a row. If you had the White Russian, it might have worked well.
I did also have White Russian.
See, there you go.
I was sipping those all night. That's all the ones I can really remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the memorable ones.
Dracula one year. Dracula. I actually just got a package from my grandparents for my Halloween box. Got some candy. And this time, my grandmother decided to take a picture of me as a kid in a Halloween costume on the outside of the box with my address on it.
She shamed you, huh?
So that was fun to get from the people up at the office.
She was just like, here you go, man.
Look, there's a child on your box.
So, on a side note, or kind of transitioning over, still dealing with Halloween, because I don't think he's going to listen to this before. I'm talking about Alex.
Okay.
Are we taking him somewhere before or after? I would assume before.
I was planning on taking him somewhere Saturday night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you think we're going to, we're going to go pretty hard on Friday.
Are we?
I would think so.
I was going to just watch some movies and kick back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to have a drink.
Oh?
Or a few, but the night could be young. I could be persuaded to go any direction.
But I mean, how many movies? We've got a lot of movies.
Yeah, a lot of movies. That's going to be, goddamn.
So, I thought she was, I could have sworn, Bunny, we had talked about what movies, why don't you tell her the list?
Okay, let's see if I can remember.
Out of the loop.
The 1747 Horror Film Fest.
So, I believe up on the docket we
But tell her the format as how it got picked up.
Okay, so we picked the 8 on the basis that they had to connect to one another in a line fashion. So there had to be an aspect
Loosely.
person involved something between each movie. So we have John Carpenter's The Thing.
Okay.
Then we have The Shining.
Yes.
What was the connection there?
I forget now. We made the connection. Snow. Yes, there was lots of snow.
The connection there.
Yep.
Then Carrie.
Okay.
For Stephen King. Then The Exorcist for little girl with possession.
Carrie. And then Exorcism was... The Exorcist was...
The Exorcist, I think. And then Evil Dead.
I love that movie.
Was,
it's so funny.
I think that was the possession.
Right. Carrie and...
What's the connection with Carrie?
Her protective mother.
Yes! There you go. Right there. And then, so Evil Dead is the possession, connection of the possession.
And then you go Cabin in the Woods.
With a cabin, because each one, Evil Dead
He
had
takes
a
in
cabin.
Yeah, that's what started the Cabin in the Woods trope.
So, there you go.
Then Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The original?
Yes.
And we were doing that because of
the monsters from Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
And then finally we...
You guys need to write this down somewhere.
We did.
We did. Also, I'm amazed that I just pulled it off because we end with Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
Yeah.
Based off of both Leatherface and Norman Bates are based off of Ted Bundy.
And
different aspects. So.
We're still planning.
I thought that they weren't based off of Ted Bundy. They were based off of, I think, Gaines.
Gacy.
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know.
Gaines.
Yeah,
Gaines.
that one.
Gaines.
He made like lampshades out of skin and stuff.
Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Right.
And then in between movies, we are like live streaming. We're still. Right?
I don't know, man.
Because then I've got the Until Dawn thing
to be the
coming
one to
up
research
too.
or figure it out.
Well, we just have the camera, and then instead of recording, we just use it through YouTube.
I don't know how any of that works. If all else fails, we'll be updating the 1747 Instagram.
Yeah!
There's a story function on it where you can just record stuff
Snapchat.
for 24 hours. So
24 hours.
It'll be live on there for 24 hours and then disappear.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that's what we're doing Friday night. And,
yeah. And then Saturday apparently will be the death night of partying. According to the Arizonan.
Hey, the Arizona crew, that's what they do. They get weird on Saturday nights.
So, we never actually finished the whole thing. What have you been up to in the last month, Chris?
Oh, me? I mean, I kind of agree with Bunny's sentiment in terms that it went by fast, but yes and no.
Okay.
Like, I don't... Like, it went fast in terms of stuff that I need to get done in terms of writing and production-wise. Like, I just don't feel like there's ever enough time for that to get as much work done. And then in terms of no, is like, you know, we all have, you know, day gigs as well as what what we're doing here. And those days, you know, that half is always long.
Yeah.
And, you know... Yeah, so it's always like a battle of that. And then I'm not going to say battling with like writer's block, but it's been a longer process. And maybe it's just because there's all these other outside factors. And this isn't like making excuses or anything like that, but just, you know, because I know what I want to write and I've been able to write when I'm sitting or in an area where I know I can write and have the time to write. But like, you know, schedules, you know, other projects, you know, all these things factor in, and then so that time where you're like, okay, this is the time where I'm going to get this done, kind of gets shifted down or shifted up, and then, you know, so all these things kind of, you know, dilute the original idea of what you were trying to do, and so yeah, it just feels like I just can never get enough done, especially when I've got deadlines or I've got things that I know that I need to have ready to go and given, you know, by the end of the month. And so that's kind of been what I've been going through in terms of that. And I don't know. I've been playing Destiny when I can. Even though, like, I was supposed to, like, walk through Bunny through, like, the story, but she can't get her destiny working.
No, I can't.
I still don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I even took apart like bits and pieces of my PlayStation to try to figure out if there was something wrong with like the storage system, if it wasn't processing correctly, something like that. No, everything's fine. It's just Destiny is a bitch on my PlayStation.
Have you uninstalled Destiny and reinstalled Destiny?
I uninstalled it, then reinstalled it, and I haven't opened it since earlier yesterday. But then it kept shutting down again, so I uninstalled it again. So I'm gonna try to see if it works again when I get back home. But no, I don't know what the deal is with it. Honestly, it ran fine until the big update dropped, and then it just wouldn't work. I was like, I have no idea what's wrong with it. And so I'm actually looking into doing potentially like external or internal hard drive upgrades. So just because it might just be easier that way.
Still haven't touched it.
Well, it's one of those things too. Is like I feel like I almost never got the storyline fully and never got the experience fully because it was like, oh, well, you need to get into Clash with us or Supremacy with us. So you need to use that Spark of Light or whatever it was called to get you up to level 40. And I was like, all right. And I used it and it was like, oh, wait, no more storylines.
Well,
so like,
the good thing is you got like 2 slots to make 2 other characters, which start you at the very beginning.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Other than that,
not a whole lot.
getting ready, Life as an RPG is almost done.
Mm-hmm.
That thing, I'm hoping to get the ball or the cameras rolling on that. I don't think it's going to be in October like we had originally envisioned, or I had originally envisioned. We would be counting our lucky graces if like the first episode, photography starts rolling like November, but then again, that's the start of the holidays and people's schedules are so, just being involved in other productions and knowing how that works, probably looking at a January.
We're gonna get our characters down great.
Oh man, I'm sure the rehearsal.
Just like Kevin Smith it. Just make it like a play, so we have one take everything.
Oh jeez. So there's that going on, and then some other big things that 1747's involved, but can't really at liberty to talk about. I'm really excited about Doctor Strange.
Yep, that's coming soon.
But in 2 weeks? Or is it 1 week?
So,
next week.
11th?
No, 4th.
November 4th?
November 4th.
Oh, then that's next Friday.
Oh, God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's next Friday.
That's more of a holiday for me than Halloween.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I get to see some Cumberbatch and some psychedelic effects.
Yeah, as we wait for Sherlock season whatever the hell coming in, whoever the hell knows.
Season 4.
Yeah, it's season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not. There's 9 episodes now. So.
Yeah.
They still have.
What?
I feel like season 3 aired before I moved to
Did.
California.
Oh, I don't know about that. I can tell you that it was already on Netflix when I moved here, and that's 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about that. If it's on Netflix already.
They took a big long break as well because Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman both had a lot of commitments.
Yeah, they had movies.
Yeah, they had movies. They had TV shows. Martin Freeman had Fargo.
Hobbit.
So and the Hobbit. Yeah.
Yeah,
for both of them because he was Smaug.
And he was Bilbo.
Yeah, and then Benedict Cumberbatch doing all the work with Doctor Strange, which took a long time. Like the production cycle was very, very long for that movie.
So yeah, that's kind of like what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of more excited for November and December, not because again Christmas is like my favorite time of the year, but there's just I know things are gonna get rolling a little bit faster, so I'm more kind of looking ahead as opposed to just seeing what's in front of me.
Yeah, and going off the past 10 months now, I think November, December are gonna fly by.
This whole year
That's
is just
not good.
like gone by in a snap.
I need it to slow down to get these things done,
Well, at least we get the break next month from boredom.
Yes, well, but we're still shooting something, right? Like kind of what we were talking about.
Yeah,
it was
like
the mid, like a talking boredom.
Yeah.
talk whatever, you know.
But that's like
That's easy, yeah. That's
an
this.
That's a podcast.
Yeah. But I think but it's an episode of Boredom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great idea, and kind of retrospect what we've already been doing and kind of how the production and the process has changed since we started. I'm going back to Arizona.
Oh yeah, taking
Like-
a break.
Like 3 days. It's
Ah.
more for one of my Arizona friends' wedding. So.
And you have to take the car trip now.
Oh, no, I don't have the car trip. You mean the whole Brennan thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's not really anything for me. I mean, I just have to like get a title and bring it back.
Oh, I thought you were driving.
Oh no,
Ah.
no, man, no.
How long's the flight from here to Arizona?
It's like 3 hours.
Do you have a
3.5.
layover?
No,
No,
you
straight
can't.
away?
I had one layover once, and that was just because of the price of the ticket.
Yeah.
You know, but it's usually just a straight shot, and
You
it's
said
usually
like 3 or 4 hours.
3 hours usually at most, depending on whatever path they take. It could be 3.5, but it's
Oh
usually
wow,
3.
that's
Yeah.
actually longer than I expected it to be.
Longer?
Yeah, because I took a trip to St. Louis really recently, and that was about 3.5 hours as well.
Hmm.
I guess as the crow flies, it
I mean,
would be
think
about
about
3.5
it. Like, how
hours.
many states is it between Washington to Missouri, right?
Yeah, St. Louis.
So, I mean, because from Arizona, I had to go through Arizona, California, Oregon,
in
Washington. So, I mean, that's like...
You could kind of like backwards shape a little bit.
Yeah, going from SeaTac to Ontario down in California is usually 3:05, 3:06.
It's just I don't have a lot of experience with airplanes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's, I don't know, just some flights seem longer, because like a flight to London is like 18 hours.
Yeah, dude, it's...
Oh
And
gosh.
Think about it.
flight to
China?
London's like 18 hours, and that's
Oh,
not...
but
I know, right?
Yeah, and that's non-stop. If you do an actual like layover, that's a day and 11 hours.
I mean, I'm not even a fan of planes.
No?
I'm not...
I
I don't...
They freak me out.
It's not heights. Like, people always say, oh, you're afraid of heights. I'm like, no, man. I could put me on a skyscraper and I'm going to look down or whatever.
complete opposite.
It's knowing the fact that these machines are built by the lowest common denominator, and also they are run non-stop. There's like hardly ever like, I mean, sure, there's that scheduled maintenance, but then it's right back out and then go. Like,
One thing has
How-
to go wrong for
like-
everything to go wrong.
like that's like it's kind of like that reminder of IKEA. When you go to the IKEA store, you see that weird box where this thing keeps on hitting the pillow, you know, and it says like 1,000 something and how many times it's been, and it still lasted. But think about that. Like, every time you use it, you're accelerating the deterioration of it. And think of how much that plane is, like, that's what freaks me out. I know I'm overthinking it, but that's my mind, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it comes down to a seatbelt. Like, if I'm in a plane, I'm fine. If I'm on a roller coaster, I'm fine. But I went to the Space Needle like once since I've
Love
been here,
the Space
and oh my god, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she kept wanting to take pictures, and I was like totally giving her the cold.
Stick, dude.
I was just like totally blowing her off because like, I can't get near the edge right now. This is
That
See,
still
that's
don't bother me.
different for me. Yeah, when I was on the plane, actually, the worst part was taking off. I hated it.
Did you know the most dangerous parts of being on a plane is the takeoff and the landing?
Yes, and thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
What's up?
It's my favorite part.
I
Into
actually
the
hated
turn
it. The
and
first,
acceleration.
I hated it so much. The landing actually into St. Louis was miserable. Like, he hit the ground so hard and then skidded, and there were 2 kids behind us who were flying alone.
I'm sure they were crying.
No. You could tell they flow a lot.
Yeah.
They were probably like 6 and 9, and there were 2 little boys. They were sitting behind us. We landed and skidded like that we came to a stop, and the little boy behind us goes, "Man, he must have been tired."
The worst plane experience, I don't know if I told you that one, it was actually one of my trips coming back and forth between here and
The
Phoenix.
turbulence over Washington is
And
terrible.
it was coming back from Phoenix to here, and I don't know if it was a rookie pilot or whatnot, but the motherfucker, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cuss on that, was going like this so bad to the point when we were landing, that the other pilot had to take over, pull us up, and then try to land us again.
That's bad.
And I was like, you hide that pilot back in there because I'm not some sort of guinea pig to like practice your landing. God damn it. But yeah, that was the worst experience I've ever had. I mean, people were, I mean, I was kind of, I was nervous, but I'm not like the type of guy that's like, oh my god. But what made it worse was like the women like screaming or like, and babies crying, and because it wasn't just like, oh, I mean, it was kind of violent. And then the whole pull up and, you know, wasn't like a smooth thing. That was like that. So, I mean, and they gave us like, hey, we're sorry we put your life in danger. Here's $100 voucher.
$100?
That's how much my life is worth.
Not even like another ticket?
No.
Was that Alaska?
No, it was
Probably.
Southwest Airlines.
Oh, Southwest?
I want to fly Alaska.
Yeah, we flew Alaska too. It was great.
But see, what's hard is like, okay, so in Arizona and like California, like Southwest Airlines is a huge airline.
Yeah.
You know, it's got some presence here, but they are like 60% of
it's like Alaska
of the airlines in Sky Harbor, which is the Phoenix airport. Here it's like Alaska, and I'm like, holy crap, you know. So usually I get my tickets through Southwest, you know, just because I'm used to that. But I know I've been being told because, you know, those tickets are not cheap from Seattle to Phoenix or Phoenix to Seattle for some reason, you know.
How much do they run you?
Close to like 400 depending, like 320, 350. It changes varying just for the month.
Yeah.
I went once in August, which is supposed to be the dead period, and I almost spent $400. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. I got, you know, I put some time to be able to get cheap tickets, and it was still close to $400. So
that's about as much as for Missouri. That's really surprising.
But I was told that Alaska is, I guess, maybe cheaper because it's such a big presence here. You're gonna get a cheaper fare.
Last time I went down to California, I got round trip for $218.
That's not bad. See, that's cheap. But see, also, I don't know. I would think that maybe going from Washington to California is a little bit cheaper.
Well, what area in California? Because California is a big state, so.
It's Southern California, Ontario Airport. So it's like.
It's not the main. It's not LAX.
Yeah.
It's not LAX, but
yeah.
It's there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Ontario is actually a very small airport.
Yeah, it's tiny.
I've been there before.
But it's always empty. So like, oh, my flight's at 3. Well, I could show up at like 2:30. I'll be fine.
Yeah, with Alaska, it's about the same. From here to Missouri, it's $450.
God damn.
Yeah, see, that's expensive, man.
And I was like, but I don't know. I think it was also just because, I think there was like extra stuff on there or something. I don't know what it was, but we had extra stuff. But yeah, for 2 people it was like $9.
Oh,
yeah. Flying's expensive, man, especially on the holidays too.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm flying on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's gonna be brutal.
I know.
We better hope for not a snowy Christmas, dude.
In Phoenix?
Or here? Taking off. Delayed. Canceled.
Oh, dude, don't
ruined.
say that to me.
You're gonna need a few of those mini bottles.
Well, that's what I said. As long as I'm sloshed.
I'll Tom Hanks it. I'll be the terminal.
I had the worst anxiety flying, actually. My mom, like, taps on my shoulder while I'm, like, shaking and stuff. She goes, do you want, like, a bottle or something? I was like, no, it's fine. I was like, the last thing I need is to be drunk right now because I'll start panicking even more.
I don't know. Maybe I'm leaving the day before. I don't know. I got to check my itinerary again. But I'm kind of disappointed because I just found out that, and this is the only time I'm going to talk sports, but the Cardinals are going against Seattle again on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And I'm like, that'd be the perfect time to be with my friends back home to watch that game.
Did you watch the last game?
Yeah, I watched enough. What's up?
I thought you just said you were flying out on that day.
But the flight will be during the game.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 hours. So by the time the game's over,
You said you were going to like a Suns game too. Huh?
I want to go to. I'm gonna go to the Suns game sometime because I'm gonna be in Phoenix for like a week and a half or something. So I know I'll catch a game there. But.
Did you miss another New Year's up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, I don't even think it's gonna be as big as it was last year.
That's true. But we can do the same thing that we did the last time when we FaceTime.
Yeah. That's all it was, dude. It was just
yeah, we couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say for Halloween though, or October. I'm kind of disappointed that there was not really like a big Halloween movie, or a good Halloween movie.
Apparently, the new Ouija got good reviews. Like it's.
I don't know, because I heard mixed reviews about it.
I'd rather watch that at like Netflix, or I mean, I want to watch it, but I don't want to go actively in a theater. Like the last time you could count. Yeah, and even I was so disappointed. But what I was gonna say is like something like The Witch. If I don't understand why that movie, because it still constitutes as this year. This movie, it's a movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
Why didn't you wait to hold that movie and release it here and now? Then it would have been an event. I would have been more like, yeah, let's go see that. Let's go see that.
Yeah.
There's just so many movies surrounding Ouija boards. I'm just kind of done with them. Like, just another movie about a Ouija board. I don't care.
I don't think I've watched any of them. I didn't see the original.
I have no desire to watch.
There's been
the first one's on Netflix.
Really? Well, it sounds like that one bombed, and
Yeah,
they're like,
it
we're just
bombed.
gonna take the name and make a better movie. It's like Take Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that the one where they actually like look through the little marble that's inside the pointer, and they look around and like they can see demons and stuff.
First Ouija.
There's I don't know. It's a Ouija board movie where that's what the whole concept is. They have to look through the Ouija pointer to see things.
Didn't watch it, so.
And there's just you can name 100 Ouija movies. They're all the same.
But I mean, I think I would maybe get more hyped up for Halloween if there was more of an event type movie. I mean, you could say there's an event all the time for Halloween, like haunted houses, but I don't know. I don't.
Are you gonna see the It remake?
Oh
yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean,
have they told who they're casting as Pennywise?
Yeah,
it's
I don't remember.
It's Alexander Skarsgård's brother, Peter Skarsgård.
Peter, yeah, that's.
But I don't know, man. Like, first of all, he's too young, in my opinion, to be Pennywise. Second of all, the image of Pennywise, yeah, he looks menacing, but I don't know. Sometimes there's a. They made him like new clown evil. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Before, his makeup was really simplistic and it had its own like evil aura about it. You just couldn't really pinpoint it because it was so simplistic.
They gave him like whiplashy like clown.
Yeah,
design.
it's very modern.
And I'm like, come on, man, don't modernize it like that. Like, I get it that you're making a reboot or a remake, but don't. There's certain things like that. It's too stylized, in my opinion, like overly stylized. Whereas, it is supposed to be a timeless type of dread and horror. So, just put him in a clown costume. Don't be cute with the clown costume.
Well, the costume itself looks okay.
I'm saying
makeup.
the makeup.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing. You know, as long as it was just a normal clown costume, it's fine. It's the makeup, you know. I mean, that's what made I love the Tim Curry look because it was a clown costume. There was nothing cute about it. There was nothing like hey, he's an evil clown. They just put him in clown makeup, gave him nasty teeth, like scary teeth. That job done. You know, and I think that's a problem. And I know this is turning into a movie rant. I don't want it to do, but that's a problem with a lot of remakes nowadays. Is that they overindulge, and it takes away what the whole point of that movie was in the first place.
Do you think that was the problem with the remake for Nightmare on Elm Street? Was they like overdid it?
There was a lot wrong with that one.
Well, no, I'm saying like what do you think was like the root of the issues?
No. There's the root of the issues is that it wasn't given. There was people involved in that movie that wanted to be creative and actually tell a good Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And then there was a larger, more powerful group of people involved in that movie that wanted to just make money and make that movie for the largest common denominator.
Mhm.
So that would mean to dull it down and just make sure that it would be acceptable for everybody and anybody. And because of that, that conflicts with being creative and telling a story that you wanted to tell. And hence, when that happens, that's when you get crap like that. It's the sad truth, you know.
Mhm.
People who pay the money to make that movie have more of a say, you know, than people who are they're being paid to make that movie. And since they're the ones who are paying for that movie to be made, they may not have any idea how a movie gets made or how to tell a proper story, but they're the boss because they're the ones signing the checks, and you gotta listen to them.
Mhm.
That, you know, if you're not, you're gonna slowly get phased out of the game, and that's the whole point. Is people want to
You
make
gotta
movies
find
for
that
a
good
lot.
balance between the
So
two.
yeah, you know, I don't know, but
There's far and few good reboots that keep it like. But the one that I am looking forward to is in the list coming up for Friday is the Evil Dead. That
I like that movie. I don't see anything
I
wrong.
loved
Some people,
the original Evil Dead. It was so funny to
some-
me.
some people shit on it, but I don't. I think it's a great.
Badass.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I have no problem with the Evil Dead remake. I would think it'd be a great idea to make a sequel to that one and have the heroine meet Ash, but it's too late now because of Ash versus
Actually,
Evil Dead, which is, you know, bonk. You know that.
renewed for a third season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there's now no way that they can meet because he's now on his own path, and there's no way that path can meet up with the heroine's path. Which would, but that's kind of cool because what if, you know, she's got a chainsaw now, she's got one arm only.
That was the same cabin, right? Like in that remake, it's in the same universe. but
It's
later.
no. It's not supposed to. I don't think it's supposed to be because it's a whole reimagining. So it's like,
Okay, but
I mean, that's the
thought
same
they-
cabin, but it's not the cabin from the one that
Oh,
Ash is from.
I thought that somebody like announced that that was the same like universe.
I didn't think it was supposed to be in the same universe. I'm gonna have to look that up anyway. From what I was told, it was just meant to be. It's the same place, the same cabin,
Mm-hmm.
but it's as if Ash wasn't there. It's these kids that are the ones that discovered it.
Either way, it's great,
But
and we're gonna get to watch the director, the unrated.
yeah,
version
I'm kind of
that's
excited.
Releasing
I like that.
today.
Is it
today?
Well, then you know what you need to do after the podcast. You go buy that movie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Halloween remake of any Halloween movie?
remake.
And I don't mean like any Halloween movie. I mean like remake of a movie. Because those are really hard to impress,
Remake.
especially like film buffs like you. They're kind of harder to impress.
I mean, Evil Dead's up there.
As a remake?
Gotta use your movie brain.
I enjoyed the Ryan Reynolds Amityville Horror.
I didn't.
Okay. I'll go with God damn it! Now I can't remember the name of it. It's not Friday Night.
Fright Night.
Oh, okay. That's not. Oh, but the original Friday Night's a bit. I don't know. It was all right. I was say it was good. I'm not gonna shit on that movie, not at all. It's got David Tennant, which is better than the guy who he was, but that guy's still cool too. I don't know. I don't really think they're.
I mean, The Thing kind of counts as a remake.
Yeah, that's terrible. No, oh, I thought you were talking about the 2013 one or whatever. I was like, that's terrible. But yes, you're right. The Kurt Russell is actually a remake of an original one. So
I would say you would go with that one.
I would have to go with that. That's in my top 5 of all-time favorite movies. So.
I don't know if it counts as a remake, but I really like Rick Moranis' Little Shop of Horrors because that was actually
A play.
a movie in the. No, it was a movie in the
It
1950s.
was a movie, then it turned into a
Play.
musical, then it turned
Yeah,
into a musical movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Steve Martin. You can't hate Steve.
Yeah.
I just like it. It's campy. Like, it's still technically a horror movie, but it's like a funny horror movie.
I don't know. I actually okay
I like the original ending.
because I don't really
Yeah.
like The Thing is a whole different ballpark for me. But I will say I actually like the American remake of The Ring. I'm okay with that movie. It's not really for the scares, but again, this is my sensibilities is like the world building. Like the whole tape and like the stuff in the tape, and then like Samara, whatever her name was, but you know the whole history of all of it and how it all begins and how it outreach. That's what gravitated me.
Right.
You know, again, the same type of stuff with the Blair Witch, which is like, you know, what did the witch do and how did the witch get to this point and all, and them trying to find all the. That's the stuff that I love about those type of horror movies. You know?
Yeah, not scary moments, it's scary.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't get scared. You know, it's
I
very
want to.
like I'm not I got scared as a child. I'm not gonna not lie about that. You know, you're very susceptible, but watching as many movies as I did growing up, you know, you just kind of numb yourself out. So jump scares or like, you know, any type of those like devouring brains or killing, you know, I'm just like, oh, all right, I've seen 50 million. But what I get scared or like I get into it is like when I said it has something to do with some sort of mythology. Like again, one of the most memorable part of the Blair Witch for me, the original one, is when they're in the tent and they've been talking about before the tent. They get into that scene where they're sleeping and it's all pitch black, but they on the way where they're hiking or they're talking about the mythology and they're saying what, you know, the witch stole kids and made them stand in corners and all that stuff. And then that night, they're in the tent and they start hearing kids playing. Yeah, little kids, and then you see little hands, and you're like, "Oh, no, that's cool." And you're like, "That's cool."
So simplistic.
Exactly. So that's the stuff that I'm talking that I love about. You know, that's going that way. You know, or like, you know, in the Evil Dead remake, you know, the mythology has been set up with the first Evil Dead, so the tree rape scene. You know, it is so much worse in the in the new one, so much worse.
But it's worse in a kinder way.
Yeah, because you know the first one, like, you know, it's like you're gonna you know, this one, but it just seemed way more. Even though I would say in the angles, how about angles?
Okay,
like the framing is a lot more PG, but I think the ingredients make it far worse than the original. Like I'm talking about the sound, the music, you know, the acting for the. Come on, let's just put it. You know, the acting is a lot better than the original's acting. You know,
it had a tiny budget. The original.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even on a budget. It was a college, you know, a senior college thesis film.
We watched them all the other night. I was like, I feel like they shot it in order because they get better at acting throughout the film.
Yeah, because the two main characters, they were actually dating and realized they didn't want to be brother and sister because they were dating. Oh.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, because they were actually dating and realized they thought it was creepy to be brother and sister, so they changed it.
But yeah, so yeah, like that's a really great scene because I don't know, it's not really mythology, but if you're an Evil Dead fan, that's mythology because you know that scene is a huge scene. So seeing it and then seeing it realized in this new way was kind of like, oh, you know, or you know, again, the heroine, because is her name Ashley? I don't think her name's Ashley. I just call her the heroine now, just because her name wasn't really important. But you know, her getting her arm cut off was you know, another mythology type. You know, so you're like, you know, that's the stuff that I kind of like get off on.
Wait, did she?
She lost an arm.
I thought it was a girlfriend of the brother character.
Who lost the arm?
Yeah.
No, man.
How was she holding?
Because remember, she was stuck in the car, like she was pinned.
Oh right, she got pinned by the car.
And so she takes the chainsaw, and then in the most blood. There's so much blood. You're like, like, what is going on?
Oh, I gotta watch that. I can't wait to watch that movie. So that you brought up a good point. That could be a good closing out one. Was as a kid, what horror movie moment scared you the most?
As a kid, again, it wasn't that scary, but for the way my mind works, I like overanalyze. I just go overboard with stuff, and so it's not a scary movie at all. Okay. Like it's a horror movie, but you watch it now, you're like, dear God, this is a comedy. But Child's Play.
I laughed the first time.
I got so scared because I mean, come on, like what? Do
dolls.
you remember what year Child's Play? I mean,
It's like
82?
not 82. It had to be. I
Really?
was not 2.
I thought it
had
was
to
in
be
the
older.
90s, wasn't it?
It could have been
I thought it was
early.
like wasn't it
early.
like 92?
It's either 88, 89, or 90.
Okay.
It was still in California.
Was it?
It had
Okay.
so I didn't move to Arizona until 91, 92. And this is way before that. So it had
It's
to be.
gonna kill me. I'm sorry. I need to.
You can look it up. But the point
Hold on, I'm gonna put my bet on.
is it's got to be either I'm going to say 88 or 89.
Yeah, it's gonna kill me. I need to know.
No. I'm going to say 89.
So you're on 86. You're on 89.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say it's 9. I was 9.
I want to find out because I need to know. Oh, so you said
He said 86.
He
I
said
said
86.
89.
he's closer.
Really?
It's
it 90?
88.
See, I told
Okay,
you.
but I was the closest without going over. Price
So-
is right rules, bitch.
So
Yeah, it came out in 1988.
I was so scared of that movie that I had a Teddy Ruxpin
Mm-hmm.
and a Teddy Ruxpin version of Mickey Mouse. I had to put
Oh,
those
great.
outside of my room. Like literally out of the room in front of my door. My mom and my dad and my sisters, my little sister wasn't born yet, or she was. She probably just won. Had a blast, you know,
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
laughing. And it was
Yeah.
like, you know. So that was probably the most scariest thing that I've ever seen. Now the most memorable stuff, I like scary or not, is Jacob's Ladder, because whatever year that I was a kid in that movie, and I know it's
need, like,
weird.
a laptop right here to just like Google stuff.
I know it's weird, but I mean, again, my parents were very progressive. They allowed me to watch whatever,
Mm-hmm.
excluding porn. You know what I'm saying? But they allowed me to watch
Mm-hmm.
any movie and all of it. You know, they didn't like,
Right.
you know, and then they would explain stuff. So the sex scene, I already knew that.
1990.
So I was 10. So it was the year after. But Jacob's Ladder, there's a scene when the Mexican girlfriend,
Okay.
with Tim Robbins,
Yeah.
or the Latina girlfriend, they're having sex,
Mm-hmm.
and there's they're in the middle of it, and then they do a close up of her, and then like this, I don't know if it's like a claw or like some sort of sharp thing comes out of her mouth, and I was like horrified. You know, completely. I was like, "What is going?" Half of that movie didn't make any sense to a 10-year-old.
Right.
You know, that's a deep thinking kind of psychological horror movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I was seeing things that I was like, "What am I watching?" That's those are the 2 movies that pretty much stay with me. What about you? Or
Go ahead.
I don't watch very many horror movies as of late, and because my grandmother, on my dad's side, when I was younger, she watched them constantly and kind of made me paranoid when I was younger because she would just have them on all the time. And
horror movies?
yeah, and when you're a tiny person, you're just a tiny child, you're exposed to that constantly, like nightmares all the time, paranoia, just the worst shit you can imagine. And I don't mean like they were like B-rate comedy, like sort of like sci-fi movie horrors. They were like they were like
Last House on the Left.
they were like that, or she on I don't know if it's still on, but it's called the Chiller Network.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's Chiller still. It's part of like the big cable package.
Or like
so,
Fear TV, yeah.
That's still there.
That's still, yeah, she would have that constantly playing. And there was like a movie called The Babysitter that came on a lot. Or a movie called Game Over when I was in middle school, where like you played a game with your friends, and however you died in the video game, you died in real life.
Wait, you mean Stay Alive?
I think so. I don't know. It was where, yeah,
Like,
you
it
had
was-
to finish the
Did
game.
it have
Like,
Frankie Muniz in it?
I don't know. I remember at the
Frankie
beginning.
Muniz?
I remember at the
Oh,
beginning you
God.
had to like read this thing out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it started
was like
this
a witch
curse.
on a plantation. In the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
And,
Stay Alive.
I've seen
That
that
movie's
movie.
great. Oh.
And it's a
Seen
B
that
movie, and like a lot of people think it's really funny, just
Mhm.
because like the acting is so bad. But again, some of those movies, like I made it 45 minutes into the first Saw, like, and I was like, no. I'm just not one for horror movies, honestly. Scream when I was younger freaked me out because I was like 13.
I actually enjoy Screams. All the Screams.
Wes
That's a
Craven,
great story.
yeah.
So
It
I was
like continued on a great like, you know how like I'm not gonna lie, like the Friday the 13th sequels kind of just start going down.
I'm at 6 out of 11 right now.
But
in
you
my
know,
marathon.
you know they're
It's
going
going.
down.
And I'm also quickly realizing that I really haven't seen past 4.
Yeah, because
they've
they
always
go
been
so
around,
bad.
But
Like Jason Takes Manhattan
I
is.
can't wait.
is a
because
low
I don't
point.
remember. I know I've watched it,
But-
but I don't remember any
You
of it.
watch
But-
Freddy versus Jason versus Teddy.
Steady.
Versus Teddy. It's Jason and Freddy, and their verse is a teddy bear. It's
Oh.
maniacal. It's like Robot Chicken style.
But with the Scream series, at least everything was progressing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a natural progression of the story. You know, it was getting a little far. Like when I say natural progression of the story, the main characters, the
Right.
heroes, the protagonists. But the antagonist was always a little far fetched. Like now it's the brother, sister's mother getting back at Sydney. You know, like
What was it? The original script for the third one had Matthew Lillard's character from the first one being the mastermind. Like
how
from
was it?
prison.
How? Because they both died.
And apparently they were gonna say he didn't because he only got a TV on his head and he didn't get a bullet in the
See,
brain,
that-
so he
yeah.
probably
See,
survived it.
That would have been even stupider.
But I
in my
think
opinion.
like the script, that storyline had something to do with the school shooting, and then Columbine happened. It was like, oh, we gotta change this.
Yeah.
We gotta change
Whoa,
this.
okay,
that.
so wait. We know it's the boyfriend and the best friend is the first one.
Mhm.
Then the second one was the
boyfriend's mother
mom,
and
then
the
third.
TV film student guy helped Timothy.
Yeah,
Allen.
but it's the mother
Okay.
is what I
And then
know.
the
And the
third
third
one
one was
was-
the brother
yeah,
of Sydney, the half brother.
Yep.
So that's where I was like, I like the third one a lot too.
Dewey? No, it wasn't Dewey. Was it?
No.
Which one are you talking
The
about?
actor who played the brother.
Oh, it's the guy from Felicity.
Fuck.
Axel. It's like something like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I watched Scream when I was younger. I appreciate it for what it is now, but back then as like
I heard the series
12
is
or
good.
13. But yeah, I've heard the same thing. I haven't watched it. Not much of a TV person. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Nowadays it's not bad. When I was like 12 or 13, you know, my brother actually made a habit of it. Like when I was like 8 years old, that might have something to do with it. When I was like 8 years old, he dressed up as Ghostface.
Oh, the Scream face.
Yeah, as
Did you
Ghostface.
get the blood pump?
He had the you know those knives that like you turn them upside down and the blood runs and stuff. He had those, and like my whole family like was like, hey, can you go into our back room and get the dog food for whatever reason? And we have this like light, like the old fashioned like light bulb in the middle of the room kind of thing, and you have to walk into the room to turn it on. So I was like, all right then. So it's pitch black, and then I turn it on, and he's staring at me, and he's got this blade. I literally like ran backward and fell over the steps, like trying to get back into my house. And I'm screaming and crying. I'm like 8 years old. My whole family just gathered around me laughing, and so I was like, okay. So that's probably why it was ruined for me a little bit. But
Speaking of remake, or not a remake, but TV shows based off of a horror movie, I've been hearing like The Exorcist is like top notch.
I've also been hearing this.
And it's got a pretty crazy twist in the second or third episode. Like one that's like changes the game of this, because you like it leads you to think of this Exorcist. It's not a spoil, but it leads you to believe like it's not connected to anything of the original Exorcist, and then something flips it, and you're like, holy shit!
Okay, I'm in now.
So if you can watch it, or if you can get it, I would say watch it, because everyone's saying it's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
there's a lot of movies that they're turning into.
It's just
TV
easier.
shows.
It's
Yeah.
easier.
Well,
and
because like I've heard good things about Lethal Weapon as well.
I've
but
heard terrible things about it.
That's weird. Yeah,
I've heard
because I've heard
terrible.
lots of great things about it, but
I've heard nothing.
I don't know.
I didn't even know that had come out.
yeah, I don't watch
TV's
very much
just-
TV. So
TV's I don't know, a lot of people are gravitating toward in terms of when I say people, like creatives, filmmakers are gravitating toward TV just because you can tell the story that you want to tell and take your time telling it.
that was the whole story behind. That was the whole reason behind like Game of Thrones being a TV series. Like,
Yeah.
he rejected
Yeah,
movie
there's no
deals
way they
constantly
could do that
because he
movie.
was like,
Maybe
no,
it's yeah.
you don't have the time.
I mean, the great thing about something like Lord of the Rings being perfect for movies is because it's 3 books. It's 3 huge books, but it's 3 books. Whereas
Yeah.
Song of Ice and Fire, which is Game of Thrones, is 6 books and counting.
Yeah.
You know, so
trying to count.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he doesn't die before he gets to the last two.
I feel like with Lord of the Rings, like still, even though there's a lot of stuff that are left out, because it just inevitably happens when books are turned into movies, but I feel like a lot of people still left satisfied with the Lord of the Rings.
But that's what I'm trying to say is like that
so.
that trilogy or that story was tailor made for being a movie, as opposed to Game of Thrones is far too massive and far too many characters. There's far more many characters in Game of Thrones than there's Lord of the Rings, and that was the point. Was because George R. R. Martin wanted to outdo Lord of the Rings. He's like, all right, Tolkien. Well, mine's gonna be grittier. There's gonna be more fucking. There's gonna be alcohol. There's gonna be cussing, and I'm gonna be killing people left and right.
All right.
And it's gonna be double, at least double than what your 3 measly books were. You know,
He's doing it.
he's doing it. So I think we're at an hour.
Are we at an hour? Oh wait, hold on. Me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Overtime.
Overtime? Oh,
We're
shit.
going overtime.
Okay, then I gotta go fast.
No, you don't have to.
No.
Take your time.
When I was a kid, the one that got me, which is still my favorite that I watch a lot, well, not favorite horror, but favorite Halloween specific movie, which is Halloween. And it's the moment right after Laurie finds the friends in the bedroom.
Oh, okay. I remember that scene.
Backs out into the hallway, and she's like crying on the banister.
Yep.
And then Michael's face slowly starts to appear out of the darkness behind her. I'm like, as a kid, that was
Creepy,
great for me.
right?
Especially because my mom had a VHS of the movie, and she kept it behind her TV. And I would like test myself as I was growing up, see if I could handle it. And that would be the image on the back of the little cassette was that specific scene.
Where he's coming into
so I was just looking, I'm like, nope, not yet. Halloween was always the classic for me. Overtime off. Did we win? Final field goal?
Do you feel like you won?
I made it a couple yards. Rudy. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
All right. So yes, we have the. Damn it! You know what we didn't talk about? In fact, we have Boredom coming out this week.
I know, we're rushing it.
Yeah.
We still actually got to do. I want to call it a pickup shoot, but we are still shooting. Tomorrow?
Yep.
And then we got to rush into post pro and get that edited for a Friday or Saturday. So on the day of the party.
Or Halloween. It might come out on Halloween as a little special little thing.
So yeah, we still got work to do, but it's pretty funny so far from what we're seeing.
It's working out.
And then I've got the Until Dawn Kill Everything too this week. So.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What specific day?
I haven't decided yet, just because like you guys just mentioned the party shit, and I was gonna do that on Saturday.
You were gonna do that on Saturday.
So I was thinking about maybe moving it till Thursday, because then.
The following Thursday?
No, this Thursday. Because you guys are doing stuff Friday and Saturday, so it won't conflict with those two things. Because Thursday, I feel like either that or Monday. Or, I feel like Sunday I'll be like.
But then Monday you'll
tired.
be working. You know, Tuesday.
That's right, yeah.
So Thursday would probably be better.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Thursday.
But either way, you're working either, because then you got to work on Friday.
Yeah, but I got more time on Thursday.
Okay.
I could do Sunday.
I don't know. I'm pretty much screwed until Friday because I'm gonna have to edit my ass off. So,
yeah.
So we got that. We got the party. We got Boredom. That's about it for now.
I think that's about it.
We'll have more next month.
Next month will be another month of content.
Yes.
Bye.
Consistency.
For you.
Consistency.
As much as we try to.
As always, or as this time, I've been Brad.
Kris.
Bunny.
And we will see you next week with
Wait, where can they find you?
They can find me
on 1747 YouTube channel.
On 1747 YouTube. We never mentioned that.
That's why I'm mentioning it now. You know, you can find me if you want to talk to me, Brad or Brennan or Bunny. Just reach out to the YouTube channel or the Facebooks. You know, the 1747 Facebooks page.
Our Instagram too is the behind the 1747.
Yes.
It's not 1747. Don't do that one.
Is that
no.
Is that bad?
No, I
Is
think
that
that's
bad?
owned by somebody, but I don't know.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, is
okay.
it like some porn guy? You know,
No,
you're
no,
like,
no,
don't
no,
go to
no.
that unless you
No,
want to see
it's
that.
not
yeah.
us though. So.
No, it's definitely not us. Okay.
Dear Mr. Blackwell on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram. Just Instagram. That's the only one I use.
K Quan on Instagram and that
Mm.
Twitter
Underscore.
but they can find me. If they really, they'll find me.
Type in Kris Kwan. You're probably gonna find
Yeah,
it.
you'll find me.
And then PNW_bunny on pretty much everything. It's also my Twitch handle.
Boom.
Go watch your stream.
Yeah, I'll probably end up streaming today if I can.
Is that
Because I've been playing through Assassin's Creed Jack the Ripper DLC. It's cool.
Assassin's Creed?
Jack the Ripper is
Like
dope.
the
You
Ripper.
can be Jack the Ripper.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool.
So wait, today as in today?
I might do it tonight or I might do it tomorrow just because I've had a lot of the
Tomorrow
legalities.
is Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, so today if you're watching this, Wednesday.
Yeah!
Yeah, today. Watch it.
Damn it. I
Watch
did
her
it. I'm
today.
usually good, but I looked at the TV.
I always look at the TV.
I look
I'm gonna
at
make
TV.
a graphic next time. So
Just put the camera under
camera's
the
gonna
TV.
be the camera's gonna be there, and there's gonna be a big graphic that says "Don't look here."
But yeah, why don't you put
Just
the
put the
camera,
camera
on the
under the TV.
Or,
Because that messes up the frame.
does it? Oh yeah, you're right. What if you angled it? You put it on where the TV's at, but angled it.
I don't know, man. Don't
You
give
could
me more work.
tape a fucking
I got a lot
selfie
of work.
stick to it. I don't know.
Talking about work with me? What are you talking about?
We will see you next week. Everybody.
What's the next
Happy
podcast?
Halloween and post credits podcast.
All
next
right.
week. We'll be talking about the accountant.
And Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Or speculation.
I'm gonna be so excited for that.
And more. So
Bye.
goodbye.
Dude.
Oh, I look like a gray
You're
Ku Klux
so
Klan.